What's in the box?
Fat representation.
I think really the most important thing about fat representation in the media is that it has a right to be there and it needs to.
It has a right to be there. Fat representation has a right to be there. What does that mean? This is, look, on the bottom it says part 1, why fat, this is so stupid. Why fat joy matters in plus size romance novels. Am I coming through clear? Why fat joy matters in plus size romance novels. Talk about a fucking niche. Jesus Christ. I will say though, before we even listen to anything, I bet fat people aren't attracted to, I bet these romance novels don't have fat men. They have like a ripped, muscular man that for whatever reason is interested in obese women, right? You're not going to have an absolute cave troll. Ooh, that big morbidly obese man. Chris Farley looks so good in my romance novel. Right.
I think really the most important thing about fat representation in the media is that it has a right to be there and it needs to be a priority for everyone, fat people and non-fat people.
Why is she, the one on the bottom looks like, it's like from Laurel and Hardy. She looks like her. What was it? Okay.
To really push that initiative so we can see more fat bodies just simply existing in the world as we do in everyone's lives every day.
Yeah, that's a problem. Seeing fat people exist in everyone's lives every day. It's because this country is just dying. Morbidly obese. We just see fat people everywhere. Yeah, that's not a good thing. Not a flex.
Yes. So I think pushing more neutral and positive stories is really what we need to see. Of course, there is a value to having people understand fat struggles, but I think that what is most important is showing the joy and the everydayness of being a fat person to really create that representation that means so much to so many people.
Well, I think there's a difference between centering fat people and centering fatness, right? We need representation of fat people, but we don't need to center the fatness. We can also center the millions of other parts of their identity and their amazingness.
100%.
I'm going to stop you right there. This is like hiring. This is like hiring a black gay press secretary. Right? Pierre, Jean, whatever her fucking name is, the absolute train wreck. This is what hiring based on like these DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusion bullshit. You know, you're trying to create this fat centric, but let's also highlight all their other attributes. Like what? Like this is the most counterintuitive thing. You're literally talking about focusing on fatness and fat people just existing. What does that even mean? Exactly. We just talked about it, just ranted about it. What does it actually mean? It doesn't mean anything. Fat people just existing. Okay. All their other attributes. Like, how about we focus on people that have attributes? And if they happen to be a little bit bigger, then okay. You still have to be.
I agree. I think that it's really important to show that fat people are just people. They're parents, they're creators, they are models. They do all the things that everyone else does. And I think it's really important to showcase that and really bring some more empathy to that kind of experience and just acknowledging that it exists and it's in everyone's everyday life and it's so present and there's a lot of beauty in that.
We know it exists. And we have a comment from a troll here. Rezix, I know most of you won't realize this until later in life, but you're all really pathetic to be giving all your attention to people you despise. Get a life and stop giving them a pedestal. Rezix, 1, you can go fuck yourself and watch something else. Number 2, it's not giving them a pedestal. It's exposing the weak mindset and the patheticness that's taking over our country. So it's very important to highlight these things because most people aren't, because most people are huge pussies and they let these types of mindsets infect their communities and infect their workplace and infect their children. And it's very important. This is just one aspect of it. But it's also the end of the episode where we cover this kind of nonsense, lighten the mood a little bit, make fun of some stupid shit. And the first 45 minutes are about focusing on the 7 pillars and X, Y, and Z. Let's see. Yeah, and I don't despise these people. So that's the difference. I don't despise these people. Funny they don't know you exist, but you sure know they do. Oh, I'm sure they know I exist. I'm yelling at them to go to the fucking gym every day. I know they see my videos. But it's I mean, you are trolling. You're spamming the chat. So you're not trolling. It's fine for you to have this opinion. So understand that you are in the chat commenting. I don't usually address this kind of stuff on the podcast, but I will. You're here commenting. So what does that say about you? Again, like it's not a winning argument because you're the one that's in the live stream commenting. So you're watching this. If we suck because we're talking about current events and proper mindset to improve our lives, and you hate this, so then your comment, like, you see how that works out. But I appreciate you being here and thank you for the engagement.